Welcome to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Harris says she is underdog, Trump goes on offense. Kamala Harris campaign raises $200 million in a week. Trump tells Christians they won't have to vote after this election. Republicans' social conservatism wins over some Arab Americans. California's park fire tops 350,000 acres, destroying 134 structures. At least 12 killed by mudslide in China as heavy rains from tropical storm Gaimi drench region. Fans share emotional reactions to Celine Dion's comeback at Paris Olympics. Kevin Durant fires Team USA past Serbia in near-perfect Olympic opener. Simone Biles makes long-awaited Olympic return in Paris. Halliburton survives puncture to win mountain bike silver for USA. Nadal makes majestic return to Roland Garros for Spain. And Sri Lanka beat India by 8 wickets to lift Women's Asia Cup. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. Vice President Kamala Harris called herself the underdog in the presidential race and described her Republican opponent Donald Trump as just plain weird. Trump, on the other hand, labeled Harris as evil, sick, and unhinged. This exchange happened on Saturday as both made separate appearances. Harris has taken the lead of the Democratic ticket after President Joe Biden ended his re-election campaign due to pressure from fellow Democrats. Recent polls show that Harris' entry has closed the gap between Biden and Trump. Speaking at a fundraiser in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Harris criticized Trump's and his running mate, U.S. Senator J.D. Vance's comments as just plain weird. The word weird is part of a new strategy by Democrats. After Trump appeared on Fox News on Thursday, Harris' campaign called him old and quite weird. A supporter even held a sign saying Trump is weird outside the event on Saturday. Harris highlighted her experience as a prosecutor and contrasted it with Trump's criminal record, emphasizing that her campaign focuses on the future while Trump wants to return to a dark past. Trump responded with strong attacks at a rally in St. Cloud, Minnesota, claiming Harris would destroy the country and criticizing her on various issues like public safety and immigration. Kamala Harris's campaign announced on Sunday that they have raised $200 million and gained 170,000 new volunteers since she became the Democratic presidential candidate. President Joe Biden ended his re-election bid last Sunday and endorsed Harris for the November 5th vote against former President Donald Trump. Rob Flaherty, Harris' deputy campaign manager, posted on X that 66% of the $200 million came from new donors. Recent polls, including one by Reuters Ipsos, show Harris and Trump tied, making the election very competitive with 100 days left. Trump's campaign reported raising $331 million in the second quarter, more than the $264 million raised by Biden's campaign and Democratic allies. By the end of June, Trump's campaign had $284.9 million in cash, while the Democratic campaign had $240 million. Harris has the support of most delegates to the Democratic National Convention, likely securing her nomination for president next month. The official vote will take place on August 1. Biden withdrew from the race due to concern about his age and health, promising to remain in office until January 20, 2025. Harris' entry has revived a struggling campaign. Republican candidate Donald Trump told Christians that if they vote for him in November, in 4 years, you don't have to vote again. It wasn't clear what he meant. Trump was speaking at an event in West Palm Beach, Florida. Trump urged Christians to vote, saying, "You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, it will be fixed. You won't have to vote anymore." He added, "I love you, Christians. I am a Christian." Trump campaign spokesperson Stephen Chung said Trump was talking about uniting this country and blamed the divisive political environment for a recent attempt on Trump's life. Trump had previously said he would be a dictator only on day one to close the border and expand oil drilling. US presidents can only serve 2 terms. Trump joked about serving more than 2 terms, like FDR, who served 4 terms. Trump's comments highlight the need for both parties to energize voters for the upcoming election. Recent polls show the race tightening after Biden ended his re-election bid, making Kamala Harris the presumptive Democratic nominee. Harris's campaign called Trump's speech bizarre and backward-looking. John Arcuri, whose father moved from Tripoli, Lebanon in 1955, is firmly backing Donald Trump for president in November, despite Trump's past controversies, including the Muslim travel ban and a felony conviction. Arcuri was drawn to Trump in the 2016 election because he believed Trump's foreign policy would address issues in Syria and Iraq. He appreciated Trump's decision to withdraw US troops from Syria in 2019, calling Trump a breath of fresh air. Trump's supporters are now reaching out to Arab Americans to secure their votes. They are finding growing support, especially among Arab Americans who align with Republican views on social issues like religion and LGBTQ+ rights. This is despite the GOP's strong support for Israel. In June, Arcuri attended a private event with Michigan Arab American leaders and top Republicans, including House Speaker Mike Johnson and Majority Leader Steve Scalise. The event also featured Masoud Boulos, a billionaire Lebanese-American businessman whose son Michael married Trump's daughter Tiffany in 2022. Boulos is leading efforts to gain Arab American votes for Trump in the upcoming election. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. The largest wildfire in California, the Park Fire, grew to over 350,000 acres on Saturday. It started on Wednesday when a man pushed a burning vehicle into a dry brush area in Chico Park. The fire quickly spread due to hot temperatures, dry brush, and strong winds. The fire has destroyed 134 structures and spread from Butte to Tehama County. Firefighters have contained 10% of the blaze and evacuations are in effect. President Biden has been briefed and ordered full support for firefighting efforts. Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency for Butte, Tehama, and Plumas counties. He also secured a grant to help fight the Burrell Fire in Kern County, which has burned 31,000 acres. Currently, fires in California have burned 626,600 acres. Nationwide, there are 102 large active wildfires, mostly in the West, affecting over 2 million acres. 21 of these fires have led to evacuation orders. Cooler weather is helping firefighters, with temperatures dropping 10 to 15 degrees. This cooler trend is expected to continue until midweek, but a heat may return by the weekend. Firefighters are making progress while the weather is favorable. Now it's time for global updates. At least 12 people were killed in a mudslide at a homestay house in southeastern China on Sunday. The mudslide occurred due to heavy rains from the remnants of a tropical storm, the state media reported. The incident happened in Yulin village, Hunan province, trapping 21 people. 6 injured people were rescued, but the severity of their injuries is unknown. In Shanghai, a delivery person died after being hit by a falling tree, likely due to storm-related winds. These are the first deaths in China linked to Typhoon Gaimi, which weakened to a tropical storm after hitting land on Thursday. Typhoon Gaimi had already caused significant damage in the Philippines, killing at least 34 people, and in Taiwan, where 10 people died. The mudslide was triggered by rainwater rushing down the mountains, with about 30 centimeters of rain recorded in 24 hours. In Jilin province, residents were asked to move to higher ground as the Yellow River rose. In Liaoning province, over 30,000 people were evacuated and hundreds of companies halted operations. Taiwan reported more storm-related deaths, bringing the total to 10, with significant damage to crops and power outages affecting thousands of households. Celine Dion promised she would return to the stage, and on Friday she did just that. After more than 4 years, Dion performed live at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics. She sang Edith Piaf's hymn La Amour from the Eiffel Tower, drawing emotional support from fans in Paris and worldwide. Dion has been battling stiff person syndrome, a rare disorder that affects her muscles and vocal cords. Despite this, her performance amazed the audience. Fans cheered, applauded, and chanted her name as she left the stage. Videos showed her receiving flowers and praise outside her hotel. Many fans shared their reactions online, with some tearing up and expressing how deeply moved they were by her performance. After revealing her illness in 2022, Dion cancelled her 2023 and 2024 European tour dates. In a recent interview, she said she felt trapped but was determined to return to the stage even if she had to crawl. Kelly Clarkson, co-hosting the Olympics, was also deeply moved, calling Dion the gold winner for vocal athletes. Dion's return was a powerful moment that touched many hearts. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. LeBron James made his Olympic return after 12 years, and Kevin Durant played for the first time this summer as the US team started the Paris Games with a big win. The US defeated Serbia 110-84 on Sunday. Durant came off the bench and scored 23 points in less than 17 minutes, making his first 8 shots. James added 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. They were a combined 18 for 22 from the field. Drew Holiday scored 15 points, Devin Booker had 12, and Anthony Edwards and Stephen Curry each added 11 for the US. Durant missed most of the pre-Olympic games due to a calf injury, but he was in top form on Sunday. He was the 10th man off the bench and didn't start, which is rare for him. Once on the court, Durant was unstoppable, making shots from all angles. Serbia's Nikola Jokic scored 20 points and Bogdan Bogdanovic added 14. Serbia coach Svetislav Pesic praised this US team as better than the 1992 Dream Team. US coach Steve Kerr laughed off the comparison but had to call a timeout early when Serbia took a 10-2 lead. The US quickly recovered with James and Edwards leading the charge. By halftime, the US led 58-49. The lead grew steadily with Edwards making impressive plays and Curry celebrating on the sidelines. The US men's team is aiming for their 5th consecutive Olympic gold medal. They play again on Tuesday against South Sudan following a close win in an earlier exhibition game in London. Simone Biles made a triumphant return to the Olympics at the Paris Games on Sunday, drawing loud cheers and applause from an excited, star-studded crowd. Her performance gave the US gymnastics team a strong lead in the women's qualifying round. After Biles' performance, the US team led with 172.296 points, over 5 points ahead of second-place Italy. China, Japan, Canada, Britain, Romania and the Netherlands followed with one subdivision left. The top 8 teams will compete in Tuesday's team final. Biles, the world's most decorated gymnast, returned for her 3rd Olympics after pulling out of the Tokyo Games due to the twisties, a condition causing a temporary loss of spatial awareness. After a 2-year break and with support from her teammates and therapists, she made a stunning comeback in Paris at the Bercy Arena, impressing a crowd that included celebrities like Tom Cruise, Lady Gaga, and Snoop Dogg. The 27-year-old Biles scored 59.566 in the all-around competition, leading by more than 3 points over reigning Olympic champion Sunisa Lee. She started on the balance beam with a score of 14.733 and then performed on the floor, scoring 14.600 despite a few hiccups. Wearing a sparkling leotard with Swarovski crystals, Biles smiled and exhaled in relief after her impressive performance. She is back and ready to earn more gold medals. Haley Batten made history for the US in Olympic mountain biking by overtaking Rio gold medalist Jenny Rissveds on the final lap. Batten's impressive finish earned her the US's best ever Olympic mountain biking result. Rissveds, who had taken a 2-year break to focus on her mental health, won an emotional bronze. French rider Pauline Ferrand-Prévot won gold in her home games, a title she had long dreamed of. "I was like a robot," Ferrand-Prévot said. "I didn't hear anyone on the course. I was just on a mission." French favorite Loana Lecomte crashed in the rock garden midway through the race, ending her Olympic hopes. She was later seen with a bandage at Ferrand-Prévot's news conference. Puck Peters from the Netherlands was in second place until a flat tire forced a wheel change, costing her a chance at the podium. She finished 4th. Batten's silver medal is the best result for the US in this event, following bronze finishes in 1996 and 2012. The race was held on a course designed by South African expert Nick Flores, set in a park on a historic site in Elancourt Hill, France. The course was filled with cheering French fans. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest sports stories. Rafael Nadal made a stunning return to Roland Garros on Sunday, advancing to the second round of the Olympic tennis tournament with a victory over Hungary's Martin Fucsovics. Nadal won the match 6-1, 4-6, 6-4, and his win set up an exciting clash with his rival Novak Djokovic. The Spanish star showed his resilience and skill, firing a decisive forehand winner on his third match point. The crowd at Roland Garros cheered loudly, giving Nadal a warm reception on the court where he has made his mark over the years. At 38, Nadal expressed his joy at still being able to compete at a high level and felt deeply appreciated by the French fans. I enjoy the fact that I am able to keep playing at this age and have these unforgettable feelings on court, Nadal said. Though the upcoming match with Djokovic won't decide the gold medal, Nadal's performance on Sunday reminded everyone of his legendary status at Roland Garros. Sri Lanka women won their first ever Women's Asia Cup title with an impressive 8-wicket victory over India in the final at Rangiri Dambulla International Stadium on Sunday. India posted a total of 165 for 6 thanks to a standout half century from Smriti Mandhana, who scored 60 runs. Jemimah Rodriguez and Richa Ghosh also contributed with 29 and 30 runs respectively. Despite their efforts, the Indian innings struggled against Sri Lanka's spinners, who made the most of the slow pitch. In response, Sri Lanka chased down the target with ease, finishing at 167 for 2 in just 18.4 overs. Chamari Athapattu scored 61 runs and Harshita Samaravikrama added an unbeaten 69. Their solid partnership, including a crucial 87-run stand, ensured a comfortable win. Sri Lanka's bowlers played a key role, restricting the Indian batters and creating pressure throughout. Despite a brief fight back from India, Sri Lanka's all-round performance secured their historic victory. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,564.48. The NYSE Composite is increased by 220.02 points or 1.20%. Tokyo stock close price is 37,667.41. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 202.10 points or 0.53%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,890.90. The Shanghai index is increased by 4.16 points or 0.14%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,021.31. The Hang Seng index is increased by 16.34 points or 0.10%. Bombay stock close price is 81,332.72. The Sensex index is increased by 1,292.92 points or 1.62%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Harris says she is underdog, Trump goes on offense. Kamala Harris campaign raises $200 million in a week. Trump tells Christians they won't have to vote after this election. Republicans' social conservatism wins over some Arab Americans. California's Park Fire tops 350,000 acres, destroying 134 structures. At least 12 killed by mudslide in China as heavy rains from tropical storm Gaimi drench region. Fans share emotional reactions to Celine Dion's comeback at Paris Olympics. Kevin Durant fires Team USA past Serbia in near-perfect Olympic opener. Simone Biles makes long-awaited Olympic return in Paris. Hailey Batten survives puncture to win mountain bike silver for USA. Nadal makes majestic return to Roland Garros for Spain. And Sri Lanka beat India by 8 wickets to lift Women's Asia Cup. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.